Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I thought that I would kind of show you and talk you through my favourite palettes that I have at the moment. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 here that are my most used, the ones that I grab for the most, and just the ones that I think for me personally is like my favourite palettes that I own. So I'm kind of gonna go through and explain like why I like them and stuff like that. But yeah, if you are interested in seeing them, then please just keep on watching. So I don't think I'm going to go in any particular order. I think I'm just going to like show you, the different ones that I like, if that makes sense. So the first one up is of course the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Now this isn't the semi-sweet one, this is the normal chocolate bar. I can't say I've used it like hundreds of times because I haven't, but it is one of these like palettes that I think you kind of need in your collection. Like I think Too Faced palettes could sometimes be a bit hit or miss. Like I've got the peach palette when they first released it last year and I like it, but I can't say that I love it. Like I've used it quite a few times, but I'm one of these who likes neutrals on the eyes. I like warm browns, I like smokies, I like oranges, I like warm colours. Like I like quite dramatic eyes most of the time. I do like natural eyes, like today's a very natural eye, but the peach palette for me on my skin tone can sometimes be a bit like something or nothing, if that makes any type of sense. Like the peachy colours, I don't know if they sit right on my skin tone. It kind of, my skin tone kind of washes them out a little bit, if that makes any sense. But the chocolate bar one is a different kettle of fish. I love this palette. Plus I love the fact that it smells like chocolate. Like it is amazing. So if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. So you've got a nice variety of colours. A lot of them are right up my alley because they are warm tone like browns and stuff and like gold shimmers. If I'm perfectly honest, I've only ever used like this pink shade once or twice and it's not like overly pigmented, so I don't really grab for that. But I'm normally in like these types of regions, like the goldy colours, the browns, like the nice transition colours. That is the type of colours that I like on my eyes. Now what I like about this palette as well is that it comes with a range of mattes and a range of like satin finishes. Some of them are like a shimmer, like these ones got like little bits of glitter in. These ones are more of a like a satin finish. I wouldn't say they're quite like foiled, they're quite a satin sheeny finish. And then you also have a highlight shade by here and a matte eye shade by there. But yeah, I love this palette. I think it is a good value for money. I think this retails for about, I don't know, perhaps £40 maybe even cheaper. I'm not too sure. I bought this quite a while ago, so I'm not 100% sure of the price range. But yeah, I do really like this one. But that is definitely one of the palettes that I think everybody should have in their collection, just because of the nice natural array of colours and the fact that it offers you a lot of mattes and a lot of like sheeny colours as well. Next up in my collection, what I love is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. Now, I'm not too sure if this is limited edition or if the World Traveller was limited edition. I think the World Traveller was limited edition. I think you can still get this, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But again, if you haven't seen it, then it just looks like this. It comes with a nice mirror at the top. This also comes with a brush, but I haven't got the brush in it, obviously. But I've used this one quite a lot because I like the range of colours as well. As you can see, Buttery was like one of my favourite colours because I have like hit pan. But I've used a lot of like Buttery, I use a lot of like Sherbet. Treasure is a lovely colour as well. I've used Deep Purple for something, for a tutorial, but I can't remember which one. I can't remember. But I think I'm going to do soon. I'm really fancying this like Eyeshadow, and it's like a minty green. Oh, I'm in the sun, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? It's like a minty green colour. But I think I want to do like a kind of like mint green and like brown look. So it's kind of like a mint chocolate look. I'm really feeling that, so I think I'm going to be using that soon. I haven't hit pan on a lot of the other colours, just that one. But again, this palette is quite versatile. It has like natural shades for like everyday looks, and then you have like darker shades to do like a nice deep night look. Like you could use the Deep Purple and mix it in with a bit of Spirit Rock, which is like a black with like iridescent flakes of like pink glitter and stuff in there. Do like a dark smoky eye as if you was going clubbing or something. Plus these palettes are nice and small and compact as well, so it makes it really easy to travel with them, because I do think in this type of palette you have, you know, a lot of different shades that you could do, like daytime appropriate looks and nighttime appropriate looks. Like for a daytime look, I would use like buttery with a bit of sherbet, and then perhaps a little bit of treasure on the lid. And then, for instance, if I wanted to do like a night look, I could do like sherbet as my transition colour. I could darken it up a little bit with hot chocolate, add a little bit of spirit rock or metallic plum. There's a lot of things that you could do with this palette. It's quite versatile, and I think that is what I love about it so much. I think these retails for about £40 something, which isn't too bad price range, I don't think. There are 14 shades in this palette, which is quite good value for money. And another thing with Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows is that they are really pigmented. They're not chalky or powdery, they're quite like buttery, so like when you blend them, they blend lovely, they don't blend away into nothing. That is what I love about the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. So I definitely think this is one of my favourites. That is why I've put it in my little collection of favourites. But if you are after a versatile palette, again, that can do both day and night, and these colours are right up your street, then I think you would benefit from having this palette as well. So next up I have my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. These are in a Z palette. I do have 2 Z palettes, but that is because one is full and I just have a few other colours in another palette. So I'll show you the one that is full first. So this is what my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette looks like at the minute. I do want to get loads more, but I can't decide which colours. It took me long enough to decide what colours I wanted for this one. So as you can see, I have a wide variety of colours in here. I have like your neutrals, I have like the mauves and the pinks, I have more of your darker like burgundies and purples, and then I have some foiled ones here as well, and then like some greens at the bottom. Some of these, I'm not sure, yeah, some of these I think are the Manny MUA palette as well. I've taken them out of the palette and popped it in here because I absolutely love the Manny MUA palette. I haven't got all of them in here, but I have got some of them. Perhaps I should have included my Manny MUA palette then. Let me get that. So these are the ones that I have left in my Manny MUA. I don't even know why I haven't depotted them into the Z palette. This one has some lovely colours, but some of the shades in the Manny MUA and the Makeup Geek palette were limited edition. But some of them are in here. I think that one or that one. I think this one is Mars, and I think Mars was, no, Aphrodite. That was Aphrodite, so that was from the palette as well. But yeah, I have a wide variety of colours, so I can create a lot of different looks. This one is one of the colours that I use a lot for like my lid. This one is Peaches and Cream. I also like Chickadee. I like that in my transition as my transition colour as well. I haven't really used a lot of the purples. I don't know if I like purple on my eye. Like, I like purple as a colour, but I don't know if I like it as an eyeshadow on my eye. I think I need to play around with purple a bit more. But like, the foiled ones are amazing. Pegasus, I think this is Pegasus. Yeah, Pegasus, which is this like tealy blue. I've done a look with that. I did like a mermaidy look with that. That one there is the duotone from the, oh, I just dug my nail right in it. That's the duotone eyeshadow from the Manny MUA palette. I've also done a look with that, but I'll try and link them in the video. But yeah, this is my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette. This one by here is Frappe. It is a nice like transition colour for me as well. I absolutely love like pop, you know, that's Morocco. I love like the colours like that. I love the burnt colours. I actually have this one just like very lightly blended on the outside of my eyes today. So that is the first palette of Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I have, and I absolutely love it. Makeup Geek eyeshadows are one of these eyeshadows that I think everybody needs. Like, I think you can get them on Beauty Bay for $5.99 like an eyeshadow, $4.99 eyeshadow for the like matte ones. I think for the foiled ones they're a bit dearer. I think they're like $8.99. I'm not 100% sure, but you can get the whole range on Beauty Bay if you're in the UK. Obviously you can get them off the Makeup Geek website if you live in like America or something. The reason I recommend Beauty Bay is because obviously I live in the UK and customs is a cowing nightmare when you've got to pay like loads and taxes and shit. So this is the other palette. I just have a few little single shadows looking all lonely in here, but I have some of the metallic ones. This one is Flamethrower and I absolutely love it. I wore it on my eyes the other day when I went out for like a burnt orange type violet and I loved it. I'm gonna film it. I think I'm gonna do a tutorial with it. And like, this is Poppy. I love them types of colours. I love the dark browns. I'm very into my golds, my browns, my oranges, like I said earlier. But I think Makeup Geek is definitely one of the brands that you can get so many like eyeshadows eyeshadows for such good like value. The pigmentation is amazing, they're not chalky, like the foiled ones are ridiculously pigmented, like I'm not even kidding. I find the foiled ones go on your eyes better with your finger, or if you're going to use a brush, then I think you definitely need a bit of like Fix Plus just to like dampen it to make the pigmentation a little bit more intense. But yeah, they are definitely one of my favourite palettes. I'm going to count these as like one palette because it's by the same brand, and it's just the fact that I couldn't fit these ones in here. But definitely check out the Makeup Geek eyeshadows if you haven't, because they are definitely one of the eyeshadows that I would recommend to anybody who is like perhaps starting out in makeup or wants to like expand the makeup collection. Then Makeup Geek eyeshadows are definitely one of the ones that I think you need. So next up I have a Morphe eyeshadow palette. This is the 35O. Ugh, I can't even open it. And it looks like this. I freaking love this palette. As you can tell, the colours are right up my alley. They are amazing. I've used a lot of the foiled eyeshadows, I've used a lot of the mattes. They're just a beautiful, beautiful palette. This is definitely one of my favourite palettes and ones that I definitely recommend to a lot of people. But this is definitely one of my favourite palettes. Like the pigmentation in some of these shadows are just, oh my god, they're just amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like, really? Just bloody fantastic. Oh my god, my trousers. My mother's going to kill me in my pyjama trousers, rubbing it in. But yeah, the pigmentation on these shadows are amazing. They're such good value for money. I think you can get this off Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty for like £20. I think it's nothing, and it's like 35 eyeshadows. I mean, that's a bargain. Like, that is a bargain. I know everybody thinks like, oh, you know, people go on about Morphe because they've got like codes, but I haven't got a code in Morphe. I am not an affiliate, obviously. They don't even know who I am. But I just love their palettes. I genuinely love their palettes. I have another palette to show you as well because I love their palettes. But I've done a few looks for this one as well, I think. So I'm going to link them up on the screen now, if I have. But yeah, the same thing applies really that I said with the other palettes. The quality of these eyeshadows to me are very, very good. Pigmentation wise, they're all very, very pigmented. Blendable, they're quite buttery, you know, quite creamy, they're not powdery. And yeah, I really like them. I really like Morphe palettes. I know everybody thinks, oh, they like private label, but like, so what? I mean, really? Like, so what? Like, I don't care. I mean, I love Morphe. I love their palettes. I love their brushes. So I'm going to stick by them because I'm a firm believer in them. That's just that. But that is definitely one of my favourite palettes that Morphe offer. I just love all the colours in there. The next Morphe palette that I have to show you is the 35F, which is the Fall into Frost palette, I believe. And this one is just, again, a lovely selection of colours. You have a lot more foiled ones in here, like more of the satin foiled finish. And you only have one matte row at the top, which I have used quite a lot. They are really good transition colours. And I've also used these ones by here for like highlights. That is the good thing about some of the foiled and like the like satin finish eyeshadows. A lot of them you can use for highlights. Like I've used a lot of these for like inner corners on like the tips of my nose, my cupid's bow and stuff like that. I've done a lot of looks with like the berry colours. I'm into all the deep berries and burgundies and just like all the coppery colours, the rose golds. I just love it. This palette is just, it's just beautiful. I can't even say anything else about it. It is one of my favourite palettes. And again, this 35 eyeshadows retail for about the same price. It's about £20. So I think it's really affordable as well for people, and I love it. Like, I think as well, I know it's quite big, but I've taken Morphe palettes travelling because there is such a huge variety of colours that you can just do so many different looks, and you haven't got to take like so many different palettes with you. You can just take one palette that is your fave, that has all your types of colours in, and you are good to go. So that are the two Morphe palettes. Those are the two Morphe palettes that I would recommend you trying out if you are looking to try a Morphe palette. And those are the two palettes to me from Morphe that I love, that I like grab for. Obviously, I have got another one. I think I got the 35 taupe, but I'm not into that as much as I am with these colours. Those colours are a little bit more cool toned for me. Personally, I like a bit more of a like warm tone. Excuse the lighting, the sun decided to just shine right on in. So excuse the lighting, guys. I don't know what is happening. My last palette that I have to share with you has to be like my ultimate favourite, which is why I probably left it till last to talk about it, because it is the palette that I continually grab for. oh, I love it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Oh, this palette. I know everybody talks about this, but with good reason. Like, this palette is bomb AF. Not gonna lie, it is bomb AF. This lighting, Jesus, I got the mirror reflecting right on me. Whoa, what's going on? But yeah, I've used these colours loads. I've used all of them, really, apart from Buon Fresco. I haven't used that one. But I've used all of the other colours. I think I've done like a burnt orangey look with this palette. There's also another look that I've been wearing loads that I want to do with it as well. But again, with this palette, same thing applies. The pigmentation is just bomb. Do you know what I mean? Like, so amazing. But the only thing that I've noticed with this palette that I haven't noticed with the Self-Made palette and the World Traveller is that some of these eyeshadows are a little bit more powdery, like you have a lot of fallout from them, which is not something that bothers me really, because when I blend it onto my eyes, I normally do my eyes first so I can just wipe any fallout away before doing my foundation, so I haven't like messed up my face or anything. But these colours are, again, so versatile. Like, if you just like your natural browns, this side's perfect. If you're more into like your reddies and like your burnt pinks and stuff like that, this side's perfect. You have a nice like burnt orange, a nice dark brown, like, and lovely like Primavera is a lovely like champagne gold. It's a beautiful palette. Again, it's so versatile, and it comes with a mirror like the other one and a brush, but I haven't got the brush in there. The only thing I hate about this palette is the actual packaging. It's like this felt type of material, and it just gets stinking. Like, mine is bogging. It's filthy, stinking dirty. But that is the only downfall that I have, really, is the packaging. Other than that, this has to be like my top eyeshadow palette. This has to be the one that I grab for the most, the one that I like. I took this travelling last year on holiday and used it loads. This is just my favourite palette, I think, of all time. Like, it's one of them palettes that I think to myself, what eye look should I do today? And I'm looking through my palettes, and I always just grab for this one because I love it. So yeah, that is my top palette. And that was basically it, guys. That was my 6 favourite palettes that I use most, that I grab for. This sun is just beaming in through the window. Wow, it's gone hella bright. But yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. That is all of my palettes. So if you have any questions about any of the palettes that I've mentioned, leave them in the comments below, or tell me what your favourite palettes are. Is there anything you think I should try that I haven't mentioned, or perhaps you haven't heard me speak about, or you think I might like? Then let me know in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you aren't already. You can do so by clicking the little subscribe button down below and come and join the family. And yeah, that is pretty much all I wanted to say. Oh, my social media links will be popping up on the screen right about now, so you can come and follow me on all of those as well if you like. It would be great to have you over there. And that is pretty much it. So I hope you're having a fantastic week wherever you are, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Whoa. Whose favourite like eyeshadows, colours to wear? What am I trying to say?